What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing all right. It is Wednesday, December 18th, 4 o'clock, 4:04. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. Obviously, if you're in crypto, you're here. And so you understand, we were supposed to have a decent day with the Federal Reserve dropping rates, but holy shit, is that a red candle that we just saw? Hopefully everybody's feeling all right, making moves. I don't know if this is the time to be doing anything or if this is the time to be doing something. If we're going to continue to see a massive fall, who knows? Got some coins down double digits. I think my Pengu coin may be up right now, which is very exciting to hear. I know that it had struggled to reclaim that 1-to-1 or that that one Solana for the sell. It was just a swap. Immediately took a fall after I did that yesterday, but at the end of the day, whatever. It was just a Solana. It was just more of a little fun. We're going to see what happens here, but that happens to be up. Everything else seems to be down tremendously. So we'll take a look at some of those charts in a little bit and just see where some of these zones at. Is it time to cut some things loose and see what happens, and maybe put that into another coin, keep it in some stable in case we continue to fall? There's a lot of different things in play here, so we'll get to that in a second here. But shout out to you guys for being here. Thanks so much. Go ahead and smash the like button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on X, very easy. We'll probably do a tutorial halfway through. Just spin your phone, hit the heart, spin it right back. You'll be back to full screen. Bada boom, bada bing, baby. You feel me? All right. Full disclosure, I had a test order, a load test order. I was doing like a high leverage test order just to see some things, and you can check and look at what the potential P&Ls would be if you were to put in stops and take profits and all that kind of stuff. And so I got caught. The order ended up getting filled. It was down low, so as things dropped, it got filled, but I didn't even realize it was in, and that motherfucker got liquidated also, and I didn't even know. So it's all right. Hey, that's it's all part of the game. I've been really, really good at pulling a lot of. It wasn't a lot, right? It was not. It does not end my trading career. It was a stupid mistake, but at the end of the day, I have been tremendous at pulling profits. I've told you guys this story before. Like when it comes to playing blackjack, I'm really good at pulling profits off the blackjack table. I will constantly be asking the dealer to color up my chips, and I'll take those hundreds and I'll put them into my pocket, and I will walk away. And I'll get to a point where like my stack will, whatever's on the table, maybe it get dwindled down, or it's time to walk away or leave or whatever. And I'll always have whatever it ends up being sitting in the pocket. And so I do very well at that strategy. I've been doing that with my trading, where even if it was like $50 or $100, whatever it ended up being, small amounts, everything, I would just, after I cleared a trade, I would just send it over to the spot account and then just buy some tokens. So I did very well. Unfortunately, that happened. But I don't think I didn't expect. I knew we expected some volatility on an FOMC day, but not like that. We'll look at the charts in a little bit. I got just probably like two stories. I think one is, well, maybe three or whatever. One is about the reserve cut thing, something about Michael Saylor, and then I think maybe even a Budgy Pengu article. Well, we'll take a look at that in a second here. But I appreciate you guys being here. Again, go ahead and smash the like button, hit the heart, tap yourself on the back for being here. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're hanging out with us, so might as well reward yourself with a little smashing the like. Why not? Right? It only helps you out. Because it helps me out. And then it's like, you scratch your back, I'll scratch my back, but we can scratch each other's backs if we need to. If you ask, I'd scratch your back, but I definitely would ask you to scratch my back. Definitely. All right. Let's see. Let's check the chat really quick before we get in here. Who got the gold medal today? We got DJ and Brian. Got the gold. What's up? What's up? And then, we've got, who else is in the chat? Who else is down there? Mike Lowry. What is up, my brother? Mr. Mayo. Greg Ward. Doom, my dude. What's up? What's up? What's up? Got the guys in the house. Well, shout out to you guys. Y'all know you're the heroes. Always making it that 100% view to like ratio, which is incredible. Like nothing else. There is no other place on the planet like that. So I appreciate you guys over on YouTube. Again, on X, we'll show you how to do that in a little bit. All right, let's move on over to our articles so we can get that shit out of the way, because I know we don't want to spend too much time talking about articles because then we don't look at numbers. Here we go. There's our buddy Jerome Powell. U.S. Federal Reserve cuts Fed fund rates by 25 basis points. So dropped it down to the 4.25 to 4.5 range, the 25 basis points. The rate reduction comes after Bitcoin reached an all-time high of over 108,000 after DJT, Donald J. Trump, won the U.S. presidential election. So that happened. What happened here? Come on. Block. What the fuck? Well, I guess we don't get that article. All right. Well, everybody, just going to move here just for the sake of, that was annoying. Everything's been open for a while. So it's really interesting to me. And, we were talking about this earlier this morning, that obviously we were going to expect some volatility. And then, even on Ben's show, when we were looking at some of the charts and the numbers and stuff, that a trip down to, 101,000 didn't seem like it would be out of the ordinary for what we were looking at. And that being said, knowing that it's at 100,600 right now, that's wild. I mean, that was a straight vertical drop that we saw from, let me pull out the calendar here. Let me make sure that you guys can see this as well. Boom, there you go. So this is the Bitcoin chart. And what was this red candle that happened today? This was from here to here, 4%, 3.8%. Not bad. Definitely rattled some cages, I'm sure. I'm sure that was a nice little liquidation flush. A lot of money was to be collected there. But it's got to happen to the other side. I mean, I'd heard some things about a shitload of money. I forget how much it is in XRP shorts. So that thing's got to shoot up there to go clean them out. And so I think, potentially what this could have been was just the leverage flush to the downside before we take our next leg up. Some people might be thinking something different. But knowing where we're at in the cycle, knowing what we've been expecting, we had one of those right here. And then it went, let's see, after this drop, which was about, let's see, how far to 3.3%. So, I mean, a little bit less, right? And then it went on 9% run there. Up to the next leg was 12, almost 13%. Up to the top, really, with a candle, 15%. All right, so where does that put us? If this was our bottom, let's just see here. If that was our bottom, come on, man. 15%, get me to 116,000. Let's go. There it is. That's the move. That's our next move, 115,000. And that will happen over the course of the rest of this month. There we go. That's where we're going to finish this month. What do you guys think about that? Do you think we've got the potential to end the month of December at about 115,000? That would be something else. That would be amazing, as they say. Looks like the camera's frozen. I'm not really sure why this thing literally is fine all day long, and then the moment I go live, it's got issues. That seems to be insanity. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. The show will go on. Let me know if it's a problem, and we'll take it from there. But back to our story here. Our second story here. Michael Saylor says he's willing to advise the Trump administration on crypto. I've met with a lot of people. That's how he sounds. Michael Saylor, the executive chairman of MicroStrategy, could potentially be a part of President-elect Donald Trump's Crypto Advisory Council. In a December 18th interview with Bloomberg, he said that he's willing to serve as an advisor on cryptocurrency matters under the administration of Trump. I wonder what that means with his little tenure at MicroStrategy. Does he have to leave that up? You usually have to leave a lot of your invested interests. And so that would be interesting. When asked about the engagement with Trump or the incoming administration. He responded, I met with a lot of people in the incoming administration, but I couldn't comment further than that. I met with a lot of people. Michael Saylor drives me crazy. He's good for him. He's doing it. He's going to be the Warren Buffett of crypto. That's basically what he's positioning himself to be. All right, what is the problem here? There we go. The screen, yeah, that was wild. See, I don't get it. Like literally, the camera's been off all day. It's got It's as soon as it comes on, but it could sit. Like it was wild the other day when I came in on Monday. It was still on, so that means it had just been sitting there chilling on all weekend. But sometimes you can't make it halfway through a fucking show. It is what it is. We'll get it. We'll get it squared away. It's bull run time. As soon as we go back to the bull run. Right now, you could, as you saw from the thumbnail, it's very bearish thumb. I was grumpy me, and I was grumpy at the bear and grumpy at Jerome Powell for making all that shit happen. The dump. Stupid. Anyway, let's see. December 15th. I think we talked about this the other day. Today's the 18th. That they added another 15,000 Bitcoin at the average price of 100,386. So their purchase total $1.5 billion. Insane. He's got 439,000 Bitcoin currently valued at $45.6 billion. Boom ski. That's a lot of money, a lot of Bitcoin. And let's see, Grateful Dead official merch. There you go. Paul Atkins, a former SEC commissioner with a history of pro-crypto views, is Trump's choice for the next SEC chair. We saw that Atkins' appointment on December 5th fueled speculation that the administration will adopt a regulatory framework. All right, that seems to be enough of that. That is enough of that. Here is our third and final story of the day. I'm going to close these other stories in case they're causing problems. Man, I'm not sure what's going on here. Might be time for a new camera. That's all I know. Budgy Penguins. Pengu token extends rally, outperforms Dogecoin, Shiba Inu on Wednesday. This came out at 243, so probably around the time of the dump. So maybe it's a little outdated. Who knows? Let's see here. You got to deal with all these stupid. Come on, ads. We need to figure that out. Budgy Penguins, newly launched token, found its way to established media. It was trading on FOMC this morning. I know it was listed on Binance yesterday. Very, very interesting how fast this is happening. It's a multi-billion-dollar token right away. Puts it among some of the highest. Let's take a look on CoinMarketCap while we're talking about the Penguin. Number 60. That is some wild stuff. That it just launched into the top 100. And so, we swapped a SOL for it yesterday, around the 3.7 cent range, probably somewhere. I would have to take a look and see, like, whenever we talked about it, we were talking about it in the morning chat group. And then, so, definitely took a little dip, and we're back up after. I mean, it's right about there. I remember it's 0.36 or 3 cents 6. I got it at 7. And so nice to see this thing outperform the market that took an entire fucking dump today. But this thing seems to be doing all right. Very interesting how the world works. And so we're going to be following, obviously, the trajectory of this token. The chart was just absolute trash yesterday when it launched, but as things turn out, you get more people that are going to be claiming. Hopefully some more people will be hanging on to it. There's a lot of people that don't even know that they have claims to this. We were talking about that this morning. If you're a legacy crypto person, if you've got older wallets than a year, from what it sounds like, you've probably got some that are eligible. So you're going to want to, if that's something you're into, remember, it's a personal choice. Operational security is it's your decision, yours alone. If that's something you feel like you want to do, you got to tie in, you got to sign into an Ethereum address as well as Solana to make the claim, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys have some other information, just let me know, and I will make sure to get that corrected. But once 80% of the airdrops are claimed, coins begin to go up. That's probably there's probably a really good metric, and that may make sense, because you're going to get a lot of the early people. The whole goal is to sell. That was one of the, if I'm not mistaken, it may have been the Budgy Penguin account that was saying the night before the airdrop, like basically saying, don't be in a rush. Like, don't be in a rush to do this. And with, pretty good reason, as it turns out, if you waited, the 36 hours or whatever, because it's been longer than 24, it was 8 in the morning yesterday. If you waited and did your claim now, you'd be in pretty good shape. Maybe you missed the bottom, and you're just on the way up from here. 70% plus has been claimed so far. Okay. Yeah, there were 2 claims, Sol and ETH. I was talking to somebody who said they attached some of they connected some of their accounts. They ended up getting $200 worth. For me, it was as simple as just swapping one Sol to get, it was like $215 at the time or whatever it was. And so for me, I feel way better about swapping one Sol for that amount than connecting all of my wallets and trying to figure out exactly what's on them and what kind of part of the thing that I'm going to get, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. That's not my thing. I'm not an airdrop hunter. I'm of the opinion that most of the people that do that kind of stuff, and this may be different. I get it. I know that I'm making a generalization. There's always exceptions and all that stuff. But I feel like, and you've heard me say this, I'll say it again if I ever need to, but majority of people who've been wallet drained have also played the airdrop hunting game. That's it. That's where we're going to go. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, bum. All right. Let's take a look at, because this has been interesting. This has been the fight of the ages now, because I know, the NFTs are back, right? According to some people are saying that NFTs are back. So we'll see. But to get this Budgy Penguin airdrop, yeah, I mean, for majority of the people who had Pungies, I think they got the bigger airdrops. This thing got up to 100,000. I know they were selling for 30 Ethereum a piece. It's come way down. It was like 16 something earlier. It's back up to 19.74 today. We know Steve Aoki. Steve Aoki is the top signal, man. I'll tell you what, he bought his for 37 Ethereum. And you got to just feel bad for the guy. It's just, you're just a top signal. You're just a top signal. You might as well just, I don't know. I don't know what to say there. Poor guy, though. But 19.74 Ethereum for the Budgy Penguins. Let's see. Oh, I just absolutely shut down the screen share by mistake. There we go. And we want to see the Bored Apes are 19. So Pudgies are a little bit higher. Any good ones? Any good pizza mouths? You know what I'm saying? We love those. Yeah, we don't want the Fez guy. Anyway. Anywho. Let's look at some numbers now. We're going to get there a little bit earlier than we normally do. And I love that, because I mean, we're going to have more time on the charts. Don't fret if you've got some coins you want to look at, you want me to take a look at. All you got to do is drop the contract address. You can do it in the chat. I'll take a look at it. And you can also, that's probably the best way to do that. Budgy are doing their own chain called Abstract, due in Q1. Interesting. Much like what ApeCoin did with ApeChain. And you did see ApeCoin pretty much do the same thing, where it rocketed up to $25 and then shot down. I think it was 70 something cents maybe at the bottom of the bear market. We can take a look at it here in a minute here. But let's take a look at what is going on in crypto. The market 5.68% down today, as you know, and as you heard me say, we got favorable rate cut. We got what we were expecting, 0.25. We got that 25 basis points, but man, oh man, the market was just ready to take a shit, and a shit it did. Definitely. Bitcoin coming in at, let's see, right here it says, let's just refresh to make sure. 101,148. You got E3692. Both of them now. You got Bitcoin down 5%. You got ETH down 6.5%. XRP down 10% to 235. Now that could be a nice little comeback, though. Unless this is it, unless the bear market is on us, that's it. It's over. No, it's not. Who knows what's going to happen or how long this is going to last? This may just be a little shakeout before our next leg up, right? We're supposed to have a nice end of the year rally. Supposed to. Sometimes it's the markets are not agreeable, as we all know. Let's see what's taking the biggest hit today. Or let's look and see. We usually look at the losers for opportunities, but let's see. Oh, look at that. Pengu is the number one gainer today. Virtual's up there again. We took a look at that one the other day. I want to look more into that. I still got those tabs I got to get to. It's the Nexium, right? Virtual's protocol, and then Nadix. Nadix, is that what it was? XRP will pump back up quick. Absolutely, Brian. I agree with you 100%. And that's not going to spend a lot of time. These coins are not going to spend a lot of time down here. I may need to evaluate my portfolio and make some consolidations and do that shit in the next 24 hours, or probably tonight is what I should do. And I may move some stuff over. All right, let's go back and see what are the biggest opportunities that we're going to have here. Dog Whiff Hat down 15.76% on the day. Bonk, Phantom, Theta, Litecoin down. Everything's down double digits. What else? Pith down 12%, down to 40 cents. Woo, boy, VeChain down 11.5%, a little bit more than that. XDC, man, I tell you what, I got in that thing because I was told it was going to be pumping. It was going to be doing some good stuff. It had some fucking candles and some wicks that looked like there was going to be a nice little trade-a-thon going on with this thing. But it has just been dog shit since I got it. Dog shit. It has gone down, and there's been no fun candles, no wicks, no nothing to get some profits, get back in, nothing. It has just been bullshit. Probably going to be one of the ones. See, it sucks that you're going to cut something down that's 21% on the week. But sometimes, you got to know that it's a stinker. Sometimes they're stinkers, man. I tell you what, Jasmine coin, I feel like that's been a stinker too. I just want it to go. Like I'm hanging on to it because people say, "No, man, it's gonna rip, it's gonna go," but it doesn't fucking go ever. It sucks. Come on, Jasmine. Near, I'm probably gonna sell my Near. I was talking to someone today about Gala. They got a lot of Gala. Man, I would love to see that thing pump back up. I just don't know if it's ever going to do what it did. Like, I think, was it 75 cents was the top on that? I think when we were at the Galaverse thing in Vegas, that first time they did it, which was freaking amazing. Hands down, the coolest crypto thing I've ever been to in my life, by the way. If they throw an event again, I will definitely want to go. Immutable down. Everything's down. Everything's down. Yeah, there's only a couple things that are up. My goodness, it's Budgy Penguins, and that's it. Everything else is just schmutz. Schmutz. What about in the last hour? Here you go. Well, anything coming back that you want to get yourself into, there you go. It's on its way up. Beam. Don't mess with my beam bag. Man, we lost a penny on that. Yeah, holy. Dump XTC. I know. Dump Jasmine and dump XTC. I know, Brian. It's just every time I do it and I talk shit about it, and then it pumps. And that's just how it works. However, everything is dumping today, so maybe it's time to just make those adjustments, and then we'll get our gains back, and we'll get back on track after everything consolidates. So that's going to be my move. I got to go from 22 coins to 10 coins, I think, is where I want to go. That's where I want to take the strategy. So I'm going to that's going to be my first move, and I got to do that. So I'm going to whittle it down with my whittle thumbs. You know how we do it. Guys, go ahead and smash the like button if you are watching on YouTube. I just realized it's about the halfway point. I can show you how to do it on X if you need me to, or you guys could just handle it yourself. I can check in on you and just see if you're doing anything like remotely good on it. Like usually there's several people that will handle the like, but then there's most people that won't. I mean, there's a couple of you that are doing it. How many of you are watching over there? I'll tell you what, with 200 and some of you watching over there, get fucking liking that video. Give me a fucking break. Come on. Quit being stingy with the fucking likes. It's literally turn your phone, hit the heart, and turn it back. It's not hard. And I appreciate you. I love you so much for doing that. If you are watching on YouTube, you know the drill. Smash the like. You guys are my heroes. All right. Here we go. Me and Blocky should get in a room together and sort out your cells. Absolutely. And maybe you're talking to me, maybe you weren't, but I definitely need to consolidate some things and make that portfolio. I think the portfolio would be stronger then. I'm not saying that things are diluted, but I think if I had some stronger positions, some of the X's would look a little bit better than trying to have a few more moon bags. And so that's going to be the move. I will let you guys know what I'm thinking later today. And don't you forget, tomorrow is Thursday. Ceremonial weigh-ins are tonight for Karate Combat. I hope that'll be aired some point soon, I believe. I got to check with Paisan and see when what did he tell me? Let me look while I talk here. But so tomorrow, obviously 9 a.m. we got Web3 breakfast. Don't miss out. We're going to be talking, with everybody again, like we normally do. We'll have a good time talking about shooting the shit, having a good time in the markets. And then tomorrow afternoon. So what I may do is push the show start back a little bit, maybe do 5 to 6, because I believe that the live stream for Karate Combat starts at 6. So I think I'm going to do, instead of 4 to 5 and then start again at 6, I'll just do 5 to 6 as this show, and then we can we'll just run it right into the Karate Combat event, and hopefully we'll get a couple people to join us on stream. We can have up to 10. So if you want to be a part of it, all you got to do is shoot me a DM and say, hey, I want to be a part of the watch show for Karate Combat tomorrow night. We'll get you on the stream. Don't you worry. All right. Where were we here? I think we're done with CoinMarketCap, if I'm not mistaken. Unless there was anything that you guys wanted me to take a look at here, I am more than willing to do that while we are on CoinMarketCap before we head on over to Dex Tools. Remember, contract addresses, if there's something that I need to be looking at, if you guys are crushing it, or something that's going to start crushing it, if you got the next 100X, don't be fucking stingy with me, all right? You got to give that to me. I told you, I just got wrecked by an order that I didn't even know that I was putting in. I'd forgotten that I was just kind of like doing some moon math, and it got executed, wiped out before I even knew that it happened. So I need 100X. Let's go. Anyway, I don't need 100X. It would be nice. 10X is fine. All right, let's see. Yeah, where's Ellie? Ellie always got the good picks. I tell you what, we need her in here. She's got the ones that they just absolutely rip, but you got to get out. You don't want to hang on to them. You got a couple of friends that'll give you good picks, but you don't want to hang on to those trades too long. Yeah, come on, come give us some X's. All right. FOMO Tomos on Solana. All right, let's go to Dex Tools. I'll do let's see here. TOMOZ. No? Well, all right. Well, I thought that. You know what? I'll need actually, just remember, if you want me to look up some coins, I need contract addresses. I don't want to type in a thing. And then, because we saw that the other day when we were looking at the Pengu, and all of a sudden there was, 100 fucking coins before it had even launched. And so that's what we always want to avoid. That's why we like contract addresses. Bada boom. Let's take a look at some of our favorites. Everything is down today. Look at this. Everything. Oh my goodness. We got our friends at Gotti. We got the Gotti token coming in. This thing's coming in at $79. It was on a nice little recharge until boom, got crushed right here on this candle. This is the hourly. But we'll keep checking in, man. I listen. M-Kid knows what he's doing. Anyway, a lot of meme coins have been getting crushed. I just feel like it's part of the evolutionary part of the cycle. You know what I'm saying? Squid Grow, same thing. This thing had rocket shipped up to about 8 cents before the silent swap launch, and then got smashed. But people taking profits, people doing their thing. That's it's part of the game, right? Not everybody hangs on, and not everybody continues to hold on to things as long as some of the other people do. So there it is. All right, I see we got a contract address. Nice job, Blocky. Let me go ahead and Let's see what we got here. TMAI token. Oh, this is the token. Is this the token, the actual token metrics bot? Like Ian Bellina and those guys? Didn't they do like an NFT with that? Here we go. TMAI. This looks like a nice chart. Potentially strong. Might make a charge back towards a cent. Go get yourself a nice little 20% pop. Unless it's not done falling, which maybe you could set some orders down here and try to scoop up at the low. If it's going to continue to fall, if the entire market's going to continue to fall, which I feel like we might see. I think there's a lot of people. Damn it. I didn't. There you go. There we go. This is the chart that I was just looking at that I didn't switch over to. Apologies. This is actually a pretty decent looking chart considering where we are with the market and how things have been turning with some of these coins. This is an $81 million market cap. They got 10 billion tokens. That's it. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel like to me that's the magic number, right? That's what Ondo has. This one has them all in circulation. I feel like, right? Circulating supply is 100% of the total supply. So you've got a nice little opportunity here to see where this thing goes. Especially if this is the token metrics, like with Ian Bellina in them. When did this thing launch? Like recently? So December like 4th or whatever. All right. I mean, I like this. It definitely like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7x at the peak, right? We can measure that up from here. What was that? 470%, so 4x. Nice. I mean, I like this, man. I'm going to add this one to my favorites for sure. I want to keep watching this one. Let's see what else we got here. MSI liquidity went missing. What happened to MSI? What is MSI? Martin Shkreli Inu. No. Monkey shit in you. Which one? It is token metrics. Okay, cool. Well, definitely I'm going to keep my eye on that. I like Ian. I like all those guys. I know that, there's Zach and some of those other people and Bill Noble no longer work with him, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm a big fan of kind of that whole process. And that was my like entry into crypto was my buddy Ross, who got me into crypto back in Austin, was a subscriber to Ian's list, and so he would share it with me. And man, that was to get the spreadsheet when that thing came out was, man, I gave you like a leg up on the market. That was wild. Good times, man. Old times, as you know. If you're an OG in the space, maybe you got some of that Pengu coin because you got those old wallets, or you refresh them like you're supposed to every now and then. Bitcoin coming in at 101,700. Let's look at some of the other charts here. I love to look at this AVAX. Let me bring it up so you guys can see it. There you go. AVAX took a big hit. This thing's been on a downtrend, though, for several days. Time to start drawing some more lines here. So, man, I feel like maybe it's not time because, I mean, that thing was probably more on track to be in that. But now with a lot of the things, it's like, man, it's going to back to the drawing board on a lot of this because a lot of the structure got broke with that big drop on a lot of coins. I mean, AVAX, same. Bitcoin was on an uptrend up until, this happened right here at about 108,000, which was just, yesterday, Tuesday, the 17th, where we peaked up right here. And then boom, the nice little fall from grace. We got Dogecoin, same thing, man. This thing absolutely just totally broke its structure. Fetch is something that I believe we were talking about the other day, where I just knowing that what are we? Oh, we want to get on an older time frame here. Let's get on the daily, because that's all right. There we go. Because that tells a better story. Because these lines, and maybe you missed us recently. We were talking about this yesterday, but back when we were setting up a 5K portfolio challenge for October, in September, we were charting these things and seeing what we were going to do, and Fetch is in that same zone of things that we were looking at back in the fall, which is shitty. And not everything is, right. Maybe a little bit close to it, or since we fell down today a little bit closer. But back when we were looking at this stuff right here, I mean, some of these other coins are just light years. Like, look at this. These were our lines back in that time frame, and it is fucking boom, boom on another level. ICP, very close to what we were looking at, not too far off. Injective is up. I mean, considering we were looking at this at the where are we at, $17 range. It's 25. I mean, that's not bad. That's decent. Jasmine went on a fucking tear ski. This thing ripped through the triangle of love here at the end of November. This thing didn't move, though. That was one of those ones that we added to the portfolio, and it just was like a stable coin, man. Didn't move, and then absolutely ripped up. But has since come down about 50%. I mean, that thing ripped up from 2 cents up to 6 cents, man. That was a nice little pop. But it may be time. That may be time to get one of those, to take that coin and flip that into something different, or use that for the consolidation. Let's see, the karate token. That thing needs a little love. This is a fight week. Usually it sees a pump around now, and it's going to see a dump after the event, because people will take the free tokens that they get. But that thing has definitely seen some better days. Now, I know as time goes on, and as they're getting ready to announce some different staking mechanisms and all that stuff, that will absolutely turn out to be one of those tokens that you could see a huge return on. You've already getting 20 million views plus on the night of the fights, and so it's got a great way to go mainstream. And so that token at some point, to me, is one of those moonshots that you've got the potential to really do well, especially like right when this thing was kicking off. That's not what we wanted to do. Right when this thing was kicking off here towards October of last year, you saw this thing run up. And what was this? I mean, what was this? We'll go from, we'll say from about here to here, about 665%. And so, I mean, it's got running power for sure. And as the league gets more attention, you will start to see this thing go back up the other way. Big fan of, obviously, karate. That I fought for them. Big fan of the league and what they do. And as someone who's a non-traditional gamer, you've heard me say that to me is the best Web3 gaming offering that we've got. It appeals to more people on a mass adoption level than any other game that we've got. Now, that doesn't mean that it's better in its all being. It's just, in my opinion, that's the best offering. Anyway, Caspa still. Now we have, let's see, we were back in towards the tail end of September. So we were talking here about Caspa, right? Right before October. And it's down below where we were talking about it. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. I do not own any Caspa. This may be the time to get some as a potential, when the coins, maybe it's the one that doesn't perform at all, or it's the late to the party and it's going to rocket ship up, when other things are not looking. Sometimes there are the coins that run opposite of the herd. Near Protocol, this is not one that I have too much confidence in and too much faith in. Although when you say that kind of thing, that's when they end up just absolutely going parabolic. But maybe this is the time for me to get out of Near. I don't know. I feel like it may be, but time will tell. And by time will tell, I mean by the end of my night tonight, I'll probably have most of that shit consolidated. So I want to make sure that things are going to correct and we go back up very soon, I want to make sure that I've got that stuff squared away. So I'll probably do some stuff to stable so that I got it to buy some dips or whatever I need to. But for the most part, it's just going to go from one coin to the next. All right. Ondo, as you know, this thing is just absolutely been on an absolute tear. And we hit, I don't know what this line there is for. But we hit the all-time high of about 215 just recently, has kind of been coming down since. Got the big unlock in January, but I'm not too concerned with that after we've gone through the metrics and we understand exactly what's going to hit. And not what's exactly going to hit the market, but a general idea of what's supposed to hit the market, what's going to kind of stay locked up, what's going to go, to any kind of a retail level, any kind of institutional level, whatever it may be. Whatever's going to sell, I think it was like, if it's either 60 million or 600 million out of like the 2 point something billion tokens that are being released. So it's not a huge amount. It's not something that, when we first find out 134% of the circulating supply, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, it's not going to be as bad. And maybe that's my perspective because I'm a bag holder. It's not going to be as bad as we think. We could be seeing the effect of that right now from the 215 down to 187. You know what I mean? Like that could be all part of this. It could be part of what's baked in. And then we continue to go up. And you never know. It's all part of the game. And so we're just going to keep an eye on the market and see where things go. I will get probably a better strategy as we get a little closer to January. And as we see where the market takes us over the next couple weeks, again, my strategy is if Ondo is on an absolute tear, I am going to sell and grab some profits in the anticipation of it being a buy the rumor, sell the news event. And then this way, so when that happens, if we do see a tumble, if we do see a fall, then we've got some of those profits that we locked in that we can buy right up and then have a bigger bag than we started with. Because that's the end of the day. You just try to multiply your bags, man. Get those X's, right? You use altcoins to build your bag, to build your portfolio so that when you feel like the time is right, you stable off. And then when Bitcoin drops to your desired level, you buy as much of that Bitcoin as you can. And that's what you hang on to forever. That's what you take loans out against that, right? You borrow against that. You don't ever sell it to get the money. And then you leave it to your kids and then they're gazillionaires. And that's the plan. That's what you got to do. All right, more coins. Xborg. Let's look at Xborg. Let's see what's over here. XBORG. Is this like a normal coin? Xborg. Here we go. There you go. Here you go. Here you go. Let's look at the chart all time. Things are looking actually pretty good. This thing came out in August of this year. Sitting currently at a $50 million market cap. Okay, 3x over all time. It is on, is that Arbitrum, Solana, and Ethereum. Okay. Xborg coming in at 3,083 as far as market caps go. These are the types of ones that can end up changing your life because you put, at a $50 million market cap, you put a couple $100 into, and then all of a sudden this thing turns into a $100 billion market cap, and your life has changed forever. Let's take a look at their website. It's always good to do to a crypto play. The Player Identity Protocol. Xborg is building the world's largest player identity protocol to drive the evolution of online experiences. All right. Let's see here. There we go. A more personal internet for players. The Xborg ID is the passport players can use all across Xborg-powered apps and beyond to access unique experiences and earn rewards based on their online achievements. All right. There we go. There is Xborg. Again, you can find it on Arbitrum, however you want to say that, Ethereum and Solana. Coming in at 30 cents. Thank you for the recommendation there. That was coming in from our friend DGen Brian. I got another one, Peak. Future top 30 coin in your opinion, right? Okay, let's take a look at this one. P-E-A-Q, peak, coming in at number 224. $338 million market cap. Saw a nice little pop up to 55 cents recently settled down to 52. This has been out for about a month now. Okay. So we're sitting at about the launch price. So if you miss the dip or the rip, never fear. You can get in now. 4.21 billion peak is the total supply. Take a look at their website. Powering the machine economy. This is a D-pin play. Deny all. Build D-pins for energy, mobility, connectivity, and more. Start building. Trusted by Bosch, MasterCard, Airbus, Continental, NIT. Food trade. Let's see. Here's a couple numbers. We love numbers. Let's read some of them. In numbers, the world's largest and fastest growing D-pin ecosystem. 1 billion plus total value of devices on D-pins on peak. 3 million plus machines, vehicles, robots, and devices. 50 plus D-pins building on peak network. And 21 industries being shaped on D-pins on peak. All right, super centralized, super scalable, super green, modular D-pin functions. It's a good looking website, I will tell you that. Let's go to their X account. Peak is live November 12th. All right, they got some there. 8 hours. Silencio. Okay, part of we know Silencio. So they did a space. All right, we like that they're doing spaces. I'll give them a follow. I like that. All right, I appreciate the recommendations there, Brian. Definitely. Did you guys hear that Powell said they're not allowed to own Bitcoin, or is that not true? Man, I did not hear that. We're going to have to look that up. All right, Powell not own Bitcoin. Let's see what he said. Federal Chair Jerome Powell says we're not allowed to own Bitcoin amid Trump's push for Bitcoin strategic reserve. Why are we not allowed to own Bitcoin? We're not allowed to own Bitcoin. The Federal Reserve Act says that we can own. Says we don't need the Federal Reserve. They're not even a fucking governmental agency. It's a private. Get rid of the Fed and the Fed. We're done. Get rid of him. Jerome Powell's going to be fired too, isn't he? Hopefully he's not asked to come back. We're going to do something great with crypto, Trump says, because we don't want China or anybody else, but others are embracing it and we want to be ahead. And you understand, and you got people like Jerome Powell that yeah, camera's frozen again. I don't know what is going on. All right. Let's I'm going to end it just a few minutes short. Apologies. Woohoo! Frozen. All right, guys. Hey, I hope you have a wonderful freaking afternoon. Y'all are the stars. Thank you so much. The camera's having some problems, obviously. Let's see. We stopped cam. Started back up. Stop it. Started back up. Nope, that's it. All right. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, we got Web3 breakfast. And then tomorrow afternoon, going to push the show back an hour to 5 p.m. so we can do the show. And then we are going to stream the karate combat fights. So that is it for me today. Well, now it wants to work. That's it. We already said goodbye. So we're not going to do, the prolonged goodbye that most women are good at parties and family gatherings. They keep you there an extra half an hour and you do 5 goodbyes. We're not doing that. We're just going to do 2 goodbyes. We're going to do that one. I'll do this little monologue in here. And then I'm going to say ciao for now, my friends. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you smash the like button or hit the heart on your way out of here. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. Adios, amigos.